ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Historians trace that nursery rhyme back to the Black Plague that struck London in the 1600s. Supposedly, the disease first showed as a rose-colored ring on the skin. In their superstitions, people carried a pocketful of posies thinking the disease was spread by bad odors. Ashes, ashes refers to either the mass cremations of the bodies or the attempt to ward off the disease by sneezing. In the end, the deadly disease took its toll without regard to age, station, or superstition. We all fall down. When it comes to stopping the purpose and plan of God, we might as well chant nursery rhymes for all the good it will do. When Jericho watched Israel surround their city, they might as well have chanted this rhyme because it not only illustrated the folly of thinking they could stand against God, but in a very real way, the plan God had for their downfall. At first, the people of Jericho probably thought they had a long time to get ready because Israel was on the other side of a flooded river with no way across. Except God wasn't stopped by a little bit of water. Then they probably thought their walls would keep them safe. Except God wasn't stopped by a few feet of wall either. Then they probably thought they had enough water and time for help to come because it would be a long siege. Except God had Israel march around the city for 7 days, and on the 7th day they shouted, and the walls fell down. Joshua 7. 1,500 years later, the Jewish and Roman leaders took their stand against the Lord and His anointed and tried to stop the kingdom of God, the new Israel, the church, by killing God's anointed, by killing Jesus. 1,000 years in advance, David spoke of their attempt in Psalm 2. Why are the nations in an uproar and the peoples devising a vain thing? The kings of the earth take their stand, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against His anointed, saying, Let us tear their fetters apart and cast away their cords from us. He who sits in the heavens laughs. The Lord scoffs at them. Then He will speak to them in His anger and terrify them in His fury, saying, But as for me, I have installed my king upon Zion, my holy mountain. I will surely tell of the decree of the Lord. He said to me, You are my son. Today I have begotten you. Ask of me, and I will surely give the nations as your inheritance, and the very ends of the earth as your possession. You shall break them with a rod of iron. You shall shatter them like earthenware. Now therefore, O kings, show discernment. Take warning, O judges of the earth. Worship the Lord with reverence, and rejoice with trembling. Do homage to the Son, that He not become angry and you perish in the way, for His wrath may soon be kindled. How blessed are all who take refuge in Him. 50 days after the Lord's resurrection, Peter declared their failure when he said, God has made Him both Lord and Christ, this Jesus whom you crucified. Acts 2:36. God's plan could not be stopped by walls or rulers. So why would we think we can stop Him with our petulant defiance? Quit fighting and take refuge in Jesus. Until tomorrow's Morning Minutes in the Bible, this is James McClenny, hoping you have a great day.